A question. What type was the Doctor Who logo set in? A question that I and many others can answer, only if they have a large amount of interest for typography. I love typography, but I just also happen to love Doctor Who. It's possibly the greatest, if not the best thing to come out of science fiction. How about this one? That's Gotham. Or what about that one? That's Times New Roman. Fun fact, Times New Roman comes with your computer. And what about that one? Well, unfortunately, that's custom lettering. But still, the coolest one that I've ever seen. But there's one question. One question that has left everyone puzzled. One question that anyone can't seem to find an answer to. What was the type used in this specific logo? Let's find out. One of the first types that everyone thought this logo was using was Gill Sans, specifically the extra contents way, because it has all the characteristics the logo had: slim, thin, and fit. But was it actually the right one used for the logo? Let's get right into it. First, we will have to relate the text with the original font. From a normal perspective, this may seem like the right font for it, but believe me, it's not. Here's why. If you have a sharp eye, the first thing you can easily spot is the leg of the R. While it was straightened in the logo, Gill Sans are visibly curved or bent. Second, the weight for the extra content, while matched thin, compressed look, is way too bold for the logo to match its skinnier letter forms. So we're gonna say that Gill Sans doesn't match. So yeah, Gill Sans is not really the font. Not nailed on the bat either, so that's fitting right in for the money. Sorry Gill Sans, you're out. Now moving on to the second candidate, Futura. A name that sounds very much like the term future, which is hardly fitting for a British science fiction series about a time-traveling alien from the future. Also, did I mention that this show is over 60-year-olds now? Jesus Christ, forget about calling it Unk. This is like a prehistoric fossil of its own. Anyway, back to the topic. Futura is a very interesting and so no stranger candidate of itself, because this is not the first time it has been used on Doctor Who media. Its first usage started way back in 1970, when Doctor Who first went to colour. It is also the time where the Doctor was at his peak. Ew! And it's all thanks to Mr. Pertwee. God bless you and your evolution Aikido.
Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet. Oh!
With Futura, I managed to find two distinctive ways that match the ones in the logo: condensed light and medium. Without further ado, let's put it into a test. Like usual, we'll set the text with the aforementioned font first. And now, Madame and Monsieur, this is where the fun part starts. I call this one Limo D, Limo D. We'll start by modifying the D first, using the I from Futura condensed light as a starting point. This will be relevant to this mod later on. Flip the C horizontally, switch it down, clone it again to match the height of the I. Cut the left bit and voila! An almost perfect D. To save time, flip the C from the D back and cut it just a little bit and wowza, that's a C. For the O, it's a simple job. Just cut the O in half, clone it, move it close, and there you have it, an O. Now letter R is where it gets complex, sort of. Once again, we use I as our guide. Compress the R to match the angle of the leg, clone it to match the width, and erase everything but the leg. Oh yeah, and sharp off the bit of the top as well. For the bow, you just need two O's. Cut off the unimportant stuff, and there's the R. Here's how the final one looks like. Wait, it looks like magic. No, how? Has it always been Futura this time? No, this cannot be. This cannot be. All this hard work, all this detective work, and it's end up being Futura as it should be? No, wait, this is impossible. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there were some letters that stood out more. The T was so close to being matched, if only the top bar was a little thicker. And for the W, the sharp gaps aren't that deep. It's close, but it's not that deep. Now, Futura, I know that you were used throughout the revival in 2005. You're so close to being a perfect match, but you're still not it. Sorry. And now, we've run to a dead end. It's obviously not Gill Sans, but it's also not Futura either. Which is slightly confusing because Futura has been used all the time throughout the show's material since 2005. But I guess it can't be that. However, what if I tell you there is actually a secret third option? An answer that the BBC tried hiding it from you. Hell, even RTD himself probably buried that secret in a locket safe, buried somewhere in the Mariana Trench. It's time I come forward my discovery. Yeah, don't worry, I'm just as baffled as you are. Gotham. Seriously, I did not expect them to use that at all. Out of all fonts. Forget about Gill Sans, forget about Futura, forget about everything. No, Gotham. Gotham just straight up beat the shit out of the two and managed to emerge victorious. Name me a bigger plot twist than this. I'm serious. Dead serious. Anyway, before I show you my proof of concept, here's his background story as to why it makes sense. Quoting from font in use. Gotham was a geometrical sans serif inspired by the entrance sign to the Port Authority bus terminal and other similar signs for a municipal-style New York infrastructure. Created by Tobias Fred Jones, which I don't know if I pronounced that surname right, but I sure hope so, with Jesse Ragan. The font was originally designed in 2000 before being released commercially by the type foundry Hoffler and Company later in August of 2002. Do you see what I mean? When a font looks clean and modern, it doesn't always mean that the font changed over time. This was literally out for more than 20 years, which is quite a lot. So either way, let's just jump straight into my proof of concept. Here is Gotham in its original form, and here's Gotham again, but heavily modified. And how I did all that. And that was it. After 1 or 2 decades of speculation, I finally found the actual font. I'll be honest, I'm still baffled it's not either Gill Sans or Futura, like everyone stated. But on the other hand, I'm glad to be proven wrong by this discovery. So, yeah. Final thoughts? I don't think I have any. But either way, thank you for watching a video about a man yapping about typography in one of their favorite show. Goodbye, God bless, and always remember, take care of yourself and each other. Bye bye.